Hey guys, today I'm going to be counting down my list of top 5 birds for beginners. As you can see at number 5, I have cockatiels. These are excellent beginner birds. They have excellent personalities, very friendly, and this guy loves attention. This particular one here is very tame because he was hand fed. So I definitely suggest if you want a friendly pet bird to look for a local breeder who offers hand tamed babies. Otherwise, if you get one from like a local pet store, like a big box store, you're probably not going to get a tame one. So it'll take a little bit more patience. You can probably tame him down. But that being said, even if it does bite you, it's not going to be like a bite from a conure or a macaw or something like that. That brings us to the number 4 bird on the list, zebra finches. I love zebra finches. How can you not? Look how many colors there are. Look how many varieties. I mean, you can get English zebra finches, which are a little bit bigger. You can get some pure white ones like that white crested one in there. You can get some with like a lace pattern. And they're easy to identify. The males generally have orange cheek patches. The females will have maybe just a little tear mark. But they're very easy to breed if you want to try to breed them and get into that. They generally take any supplements you give them, so I like to give mine chopped vegetables, grated carrots, hard-boiled egg, things like that. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind with these little guys, and most finches in general, is that they're going to be more passive companions. They really are more of an ornamental type bird where you can kind of set them up in your house and they really liven up your house with their little calls and their activity. But they're not going to be a bird that you're going to want to put your hand in there and try to tame them down because you're really just going to stress them out. But with that being said, they're a very hardy little bird. They don't have a crazy cage requirement, no special lights, live food, or anything like that. These guys will do great on just a general finch seed mix and some supplements. So definitely recommend zebra finches as a beginner bird. And coming in at number 3, the parakeet. Now, parakeets are very popular. They're one of the most commonly kept pet birds in the hobby, and for good reason. I mean, these little guys are beautiful. They're full of personality. They're easy to find. They're affordable, and they are easy to tame. So if you get one that's maybe not so tame from the store, with a little bit of work and some patience, you can tame them down, and they'll be excellent little pets. They are very fun to watch. They climb on top of the cage, and they hang upside down and do all kinds of funny things. There are also different varieties of parakeets. For example, these are English budgies. English budgies tend to be a little bit bigger and a little bit calmer than a normal parakeet. But, that being said, they do have a little bit more health issues with the English budgies. So maybe I would stick to the normal parakeet as a beginner. But they both make excellent pets. So if you want a little bit bigger of a bird, you can get an English budgie. They also come in a huge variety of colors. I'm going to show you some of the babies here that were born in my aviary. That's a little olive spangle female. Again, very tame. These were not hand-fed babies at all. These are just babies that I handled in the nest box so that when they came out, they'd be a little bit more tame. And that tends to stick with them. English budgies are pretty relaxed little birds. So again, if you want to tame one down, you can generally just spend a lot of time with it and be very patient. But very fun little pet birds, tons of personality. You can get a lot of different colors. This is a double factor violet English Spangle baby that was born here. Again, just really awesome beginner pet birds. Moving on to number 2, the society finch. Now, society finches are pretty popular, but they're not necessarily kept for the sake of keeping the society finch. They usually use them as foster parents for other exotic finches. But I love them. I think that they are super hardy. They come in a huge variety of colors. They breed like crazy if you want them to. And as you can see here, I separated a few different colors into this little cage just so you guys can get a closer look. Most of them are going to be pied like these guys are, so they have the white markings on them. But you can get solid ones. You can get a crested one like the one at the top there. And they do that little flutter with their wings like that female there is doing. They're very friendly. You can keep a bunch of them together. They love to hang out. They all sleep in the same nest, and it looks really funny. And that brings us to the number 1 bird on my list, the humble ringneck dove. Now, ringneck doves are actually the first kind of bird I ever kept. In fact, they weren't even mine. They're actually my mom's. I just took over their care, and I've been raising them ever since. But, these guys are kind of a medium-sized bird, so they tolerate handling. They're easy to tame down. You can also get the smaller variety, which are called diamond doves, and these are going to be more ornamental, kind of like a finch, but they make a really interesting little cooing sound. It's kind of relaxing, and these guys are going to be super easy to care for. Just a basic dove or pigeon seed mix. Just give them some grit and some clean water, and they'll do great. They also come in lots of different colors, so if you don't like the pearl tangerine ringneck doves you saw here, there's pure white ones, there's pied, there's all kinds of different colors. Same thing with these diamond doves. This is a pied. You saw the blue ones earlier. There's red. They're just really beginner-friendly birds. They're never going to bite you. They really kind of look after themselves. I mean, I've never had a problem with a dove opening up a cage door and letting themselves out while I'm not home, or chewing up any wires or any house plants or things like that. I mean, if you're looking for a beginner bird, I would definitely recommend doves. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.